And we are back with the final heat of round number 2 here at the Billabong Pro Tahiti. It's the Hawaiian against the Brazilian. Goofy foot against regular foot. Ezekiel Lau out in the red jersey versus Wiggolly Dantas in the blue jersey. Zeke Lau, a rookie on the 2017 championship tour. Well, here we go. It looks like someone's going to pull the trigger on this one. And it's going to be Ezekiel Lau way deep. And that is a out of play right there for Ezekiel Lau. So now priority is going to turn over to Wiggolly Dantas, and Zeke's going to lock in just a fractional score.
Generally in south, almost southwest too, you know, it kind of comes on to it. You can see the ribs on the face, so it's not going to stay super open. If you have that wind, it kind of gets trapped in there. It opens up the hole so you can have a nice big barrel. And just a touch too deep. I mean, that did have some scoring potential there. I mean, if he had been out in front of that, you could see that he maybe have gotten around the corner and got spit out at the end, and we would have seen an okay score.
Live action, Wiggolly Dantas weaving through this barrel. Whitewater on the face, no problem for Dantas. He kicks out, and that goes complete. He's going to take the lead in this heat.
So looking at the forehand against backhand, which we have here, Ezekiel being on the backhand, and on the forehand, Wiggolly, he's going to be able to have these waves where he can adjust in the barrel a lot easier than you can on your backhand. It's easier to slow down on your backhand because you're using that knee and your bum to slow it up, whereas this kind of situation where he can get in the barrel and weave through it and control the speed and pick up speed super easy. So it's nicer, I guess, in these types of conditions when you have those little chandeliers because you can see it easier, you're looking at the face, and then you can adjust through the barrel.
The women athletes, Ezekiel Lau stroking into this wave, now goes for the stall, hoping for a barrel, not formulating one yet. Now with the Whitewater Frothy section, going to be a difficult exit for Ezekiel Lau, and he goes incomplete yet again. But that was just a difficult wave to find a way out of the tube.
Really, basically, as we look at this wave again, let's take a look. I mean, again, slowing down, but a bit of white water, so it's always going to be tough to really control the speed in a wave that has all those bumps on it. You know, again, technique there where you drag your bum and your knee into the wall.
Looks like Zeke's going to whip this little one, grab the wall. Looks like he's going to find a little tube time. Little shampoo on the corner. He's going to come out and kick out of there.
And the TBDs are to be determined. That has to do with the seating as we look to live action. Wiggolly Dantas dragging in the barrel, and he's going to say goodbye to that fractional score that he has, and he's going to back up his opening ride of a 5.9 very well.
Maybe a little bit right off the takeoff. Right there, he arm drags it, but then weaves into it. Nice and deep. Comes out with out of the tube too, which is so important. The judges don't necessarily want to see you come out of the bottom of the wave. They want to see you come straight out of the hole and maximize that tube time, which he does. You see the wave spits, and then he comes out after. Pretty easy to say that that's going to be the best wave of the heat. Going to have a great line through the inside. He was in a perfect spot where he probably has taken off 100 times here in his free surfs, and knowing that it's going to come out and let him out at the end right into the channel.
For Wiggolly Dantas, as we suspected, Ezekiel Lau now needs 2 waves to come back, and Wiggolly's not going to stop finding yet another barrel, this time kind of styling out of it. Throws a little layback hook for the exclamation mark before kicking out, so Wiggolly's obviously feeling momentum and feeling comfortable.
Another easy decision for Wiggolly at that point.
Right behind him, Ezekiel Lau disappears behind the curtain, reappears, has to kick out quickly and make his way out into the lineup. He's going to get a score.
But this is going to get him into a good situation. It's going to give him another opportunity with 2 minutes to go. Great technique, again, stalling as fast, as much as he possibly can to maximize the tube time, and then kicking out. And knowing how important it was to get back on his board and back out to the lineup. But again, look at this technique there, dragging his body against the wall to slow down. Oh, as a camera takes a bonk. And then the replay here, a whip around underneath the priority of Zeke Lau. And you would say that this wave kind of rivals almost the first one. I mean, it was a beautiful looking wave, but at the end of the reef, so not a long barrel. Feels like it could come just underneath his first wave.
4, 3.
Here we go, Zeke Lau. Borderline, if this wave's going to count, if his hands left the rail, it's not going to matter because he goes incomplete. So Wiggolly Dantas is going to surf again today in round number 3, and we're going to begin round number 3